All right. So this should be rolling. So hello there, everybody. We are Outerground Studios, a creative group, a group of quote-unquote creative people that soon hopes to have has the hopes of making this into a studio, but that's a different story, neither here nor there. Today with me I have Charles, aka Big Bill Hells, and Rad Righteous, aka E-Man.
I'm dying.
For this week we have a lot of topics to talk about, and I'll just let E-Man start off with the first topic, seeing as he is the poobah of the topics. That is his official title, the topics poobah.
Alright. So wait, is this the part where you do the introduction?
Already did it.
Alright, yeah, okay, sorry. Alright. Samurai Jack Season 5. But before we do that,
just out of curiosity, who's got the TV in the background?
It's not me, I think it's Bill.
Charles.
What?
We can hear whatever you're listening to.
Oh, that's my dad.
That's your what? Hold on.
My dad.
My dad.
Oh wait, are you not in your room?
I'm in my room.
Now, how can we hear your dad's TV?
That's not his TV.
And what is it?
It is his dad.
Regardless,
Alright, before we get into this main topic, I have a little secret surprise news topic that I forgot about last time, because I'm stupid.
Oop, whoops.
My whole dealio was recently, well, not recently, but a while ago there was a pilot called Liquid Plaza Turbo, created by Ian Jones Courtney, who worked on the hold on, let me just lower Bill's volume. There we go. So yeah, Ian Jones Courtney, who worked on stuff like Steam Universe and all that stuff, and was part of Knock Force, which was like an old YouTube series. But yeah, the pilot was originally considered a failure, but after so much positivity from the internet, it recently got well, not recently, like 2 years ago, it got upvoted, and we finally see the intro. It's going to be a multimedia project, so different styles. And the voice actor for the main character is the same voice actor as Kid Goku from Dragon Ball. It's in the same voice too. So there you go.
So basically the voice of Gohan, Kid Goku, and all them.
Yeah, pretty much. So what I'm trying to say is that the pilot because for a while there was no information on this thing. And then recently they released 3 shorts and like a game, and people were like, "Oh, is it just gonna be like an ad thing, or it's gonna be a show?" So there you go. Theme song's up online. It looks really good. From what I can, it's a multimedia project, but from what the theme song says, the theme song has like a Mega Man art style, not like from legit Mega Man, but from like the Japanese artists and stuff.
Yeah,
looks pretty good.
Not the American Mega Man. Oh no,
dear God, no, that's too realistic.
That's too scary.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, I like how that was the Mega Man they chose for like one of the fighting games. I don't know which one, but they chose that Mega Man.
It was for Street Fighter.
Not
like a.
Hey, you want to hear a interesting demographic?
What?
Sure.
By January 2013, My Little Pony's Twilight Sparkle had more porn searches than Princess Peach did.
Oh my God! Why did you?
Well.
Okay.
That's actually kind of put some thought into you. But anyway.
I'm not surprised by that one. Honest to God, not surprised.
Yeah, neither am I. But anyways.
Yeah.
Now for the real second topic. Samurai Jack Season 5.
I still haven't seen it, unfortunately. I've been meaning to.
But I have.
Okay.
And I want to talk about it. So, from what I can tell, off the bat already, it already feels like Samurai Jack. It already has that sort of Gennedyism where like there's a lot of action, there's less voice work. It's more about, the motion. There is voice work. It's not like nothing. But, just like Samurai Jack, it tells a lot of the story without even saying anything, which you can see in a lot of Gennedy's work. Yeah, they even recycled some of the noise for the spider bots, which were in the original show, yeah, which is really cool.
Second episode, though, yeah.
Second episode, yeah. I know the first episode is the backstory. Yeah, it's all good. They got new. They didn't reuse the theme song though, which made me a little sad. But they didn't reuse the end. No, they got something. They got something different. But sort of, they didn't reuse the end credits though. You know the episode where it's like, "Can I get back?" and it's like that. Yeah. They got that back, and that was really cool. But overall, you don't really see that Getty's putting his whole art into this, while his studio of probably some of the best animators around, because it looks pretty good. And they got all the original voice actors except for Aku. Because well, okay. The voice actor for Aku died a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's really sad. But I know where he is. He's probably looking up or down or looking glad at what we got. Samurai Jack season 5. So there we go.
When you said wherever he is, he's looking up, I immediately thought hell, and I immediately thought no, but then I immediately thought of the the lair that Aku is in, and it looks like fire. That is the first thought that came to mind, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's awesome.
I hope he's looking up from there.
You know what
just
I've
going.
realized?
You
know what I've realized?
What?
What's up?
Is most of America, according to Pornhub, look up lesbian as a keyword.
Okay.
Lesbian toasters.
Minnesota. In Minnesota, it's stepsister.
I'm done. I'm ashamed of my state. Can we not talk about this, Charles? Not turn this podcast.
In Tennessee, it's cartoon.
Charles, please. I'm now ashamed of my own state.
In Louisiana, it's black.
Oh my fucking god.
In Georgia, it's ebony.
I'm done.
Charles, please, I can't take any more.
Alright, let's move on to the next topic.
Whatever tiny ass fucking state is 2 states over from New York is MILF.
Charles, stop, please.
Okay.
What about Alaska?
Charles, please.
Charles. I kind of want to know, but I kind of don't.
Alaska's the same as Kentucky and Washington State.
Fried chicken.
Stepmom. Done. I'm done. Can we move on to the next topic, please?
Okay.
The next topic. Asia is, or no. Fucking goddamn it.
The art of starting / opening a story. Do's and don'ts.
Just like this. Just like how I just did. See? Perfect.
No, Charles, no. No.
So,
Stalin.
Opening a story, or opening a show, opening something like that. There's very wide possibility.
There's 1,000 different ways to do it. The one way I say is you have to open it in a way that gives the viewer enough information to be grounded where they are, but not so much information that now there's no point in watching the show.
But at the same time, sorry.
No. Go on.
I was gonna add on to that, but at the same time, don't spoon feed your viewers, because this isn't like super baby time. Let them figure it out for themselves, and they'll be like, hey, this, instead of directly telling them, wow, this guy's the hero and that's the bad guy. You know, I mean, you don't need to spoon feed your viewers.
Yeah, you don't have to say they're the bad guy, like the Avatar. In the Avatar, it was like their literal intro just basically clipped you into the story.
Or Samurai Jack, to bring it back up. The original intro of Samurai Jack was I have that memorized, the whole speech. I love it so much.
Long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil, but a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose.
You got this one.
Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the future, where my evil is law. Now the
he wants to go.
The fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku. Good.
Back to the back.
Okay, we're not gonna but it's just like, oh my god, just the entire, it sets up the whole show. You need no more information, and then the first episode gives you the whole, like, that intro showed up afterwards, like in the second episode.
Yeah.
Like basically, the intro tells you what the show is about. If you're watching, like, say you're watching episode 8 and you have no idea what's going on, it sets it up.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same. Just to add on back to what we were talking about last time. I mean, the last topic. You can't feel that in the same Samurai Jack. You can watch literally season 5 right now without any knowledge except for the theme song, and you'll be just fine. Okay, keep going, Garrett. Sorry.
I don't know, and it's like just setting up a story. It's kind of like you gotta keep a lot of secrets from people, but it's like, in my opinion, you should hint at things in the beginning. You gotta hint at things in the beginning. Like, this guy's actually the bad guy. Like, give them a little hint of it, and then later on in the story, fully throw it at them, so that the people who caught that at first were like, aha! And then they have some gratification for paying attention to the story.
Oh yeah, I got some good examples right now. One of them is like from the very popular cartoon Steven Universe. For no spoilers for none of you want to know, though, it is foreshadowed. In the theme song and in the little room in the show, there's 2 gems for Garnet instead of 1. In the theme song, 2 stars fall in the background of Garnet rather than everyone else who's got 1 star. A little bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Right. And also in a webcomic that I read, which is Korean, a manhwa, like a manga but Korean, called Helper, they had a little screenshot from a comic panel in the first little opening issue. From from 256 episodes away, so he or she planned that like for a while.
Yeah.
So it was pretty great. So yeah, hinting is also really good. Yeah. Is that all we got, or do you have anything else?
Charles, do you have anything on an opening story?
How about this? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, Charles. All right. So do we move on or not?
By June 2013, there was 4,575
Charles.
images
of Charles. Come on now. Okay. So the
next topic is the art. Oh wait, no wait. What do you do when you hit artist block?
Oh, wait, actually, can we roll back to the other subject real quick? I remember it was do's and don'ts. And one thing you should not do, one thing you should never do, is basically, like, don't treat your audience like they're idiots. Don't
spoon feed. I got spoon right here.
Yeah, you're right. You did say that.
I got chopsticks and a pocket knife.
Oh my god.
Delicious.
Yeah, no, it's just like
your pocket knife.
Just don't treat your viewers like morons. If you want them to stay interested, you kind of gotta treat them like a child, but not like a child where you put them down or something. A child in a way where, like, you lead them along and you're like, it's okay, good job. You know, you gotta reward them.
It really just depends on your demographic.
Yeah, that's true.
For the original Samurai Jack, it was a lot more like what you described. Like, come on, you got this, yay, hooray! But now for like now that's rated M and the demographics a lot different. It's a lot more, figure it out, you've got it, I trust you, sort of vibe.
Yeah. All right. So what's next on the list again?
All right, the art of. Wait, no, sorry, I keep reading that. What do you do when you? Yeah, artist block. What do you do when you hit artist block?
Go on Google.
Charles.
Search.
Hold up, I want to see how this goes.
Then look up random noun generator.
Okay.
Random noun and adjective generator.
Yeah, that actually does help. I try that occasionally. Also, artprompt.com also helps.
Me, I usually, whenever I have artist block, I try and just take my mind off of it. Like for me, it's video games or playing the ocarina. I just go do something else. Like, I try to do something else, and usually my idea comes to me. Also, my opinion, to anyone who's still starting as an artist, I would say, don't try and force yourself to, but use your time in the bathroom as a time to think. like while you're in the shower or while you're on the toilet or whatever, because it's actually been proven in a monthly statistic that when you're in the bathroom, it's such a menial thing washing yourself or using the toilet that's usually when most people spark their best ideas. Because that's what I do, is usually when I'm in the bathroom and doing whatever, that's usually when I think about what what to do for my next piece.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because I thought of my main plot for whatever I'm making on the crapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of, there we go. There's my origin story. I thought of my possibly successful idea on the crapper.
Same here.
But yeah, also yeah. But my advice is, whenever you hit artist block, again, like Garrett said, don't force it, because that's usually not going to help you very much. You're just going to feel a lot more empty inside. I suggest, take your mind off it, but, go do something while you're at it. What I do is I usually walk through, I have a local graveyard, so what I do is I usually just walk through that, look at the little scenery, nice little green grass, all that stuff. And, really I just, well, not only that, but also, kind of surround yourself with different types of arts and media, read up on cultures if you're interested in that. Or,
go watch a movie. Go watch a movie. Pretty much. Go watch a movie, because a lot of everything is inspired by everything. There's so many things. For instance, when they were making Akira, which is a Japanese film movie, which is probably very well known. A lot of things inspired Akira, and now Akira inspires a lot of things. So you gotta understand that the way movies work, it's inspired by something, and that inspires something else if it's good in a sense. But the point is, just use what's around you. To kind of look at other people's work if you're really desperate. And it's never see it as a bad thing to you. A lot of people, a lot of starting off artists think, oh, well, I shouldn't have to look to somebody else. They think they have to come up with it all on their own, and a lot of people think they're cheating if they use somebody else's work as inspiration or as a base or something.
As an artist, you are a thief.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, and this is probably gonna hurt somebody. There's no such thing as a 100% truly original idea.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, even if you think it's original, it's probably been done already. But that's all.
But they just never had the initiative to take it anywhere. Now, don't see that as discouraging. Think of it as everybody has had this idea, but each person who has this idea has built upon it. That's why you see a lot. That's why cliches exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because those are what?
Oh, sorry.
No, you go. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I wanted to credit a lot of One Piece. What it does is that a lot of the characters, a lot of the villains, well, they're original characters themselves, but their imagery and what they look like are inspired by American actors. And three of the important characters, one of the more, the villains are inspired by real life Japanese admirals. They actually look really similar. So by pictures of all of them, I was like, wow, that's a straight up imagery. Even with the main characters, Frankie is based off Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
It's So I don't know if that's relevant, but what I'm saying is that,
no, that's great.
Yeah, a lot of One Piece characters are inspired by actors and stuff. And that's really cool when you think about it.
And still, for some of those skeptics out there, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, the series that started at Dragon Ball was entirely inspired by Journey to the West, which is an ancient Chinese novel.
Yeah, it's true.
That it's about the Sun Wukong and his friend the Lecher Pig, and I don't remember the last one because I read a little bit of it, but I didn't get into it a lot. But it's just
wait, hold up. We just got another subscriber on Outerground Studios.
Yay!
Did we have 11 beforehand? I think we had 11.
No, actually, I think so. I don't remember. I haven't been keeping count.
We had 11. I think now we have 12.
Yay!
So there we go.
Thank you.
Someone saw that. Yeah, thank you. Whoever was that. GG. Good game. Good choice. We'll provide you with interesting, high quality podcast.
Let's say medium content. Let's say medium quality.
Medium content. Don't
Mediocre.
Expect too much, which will surprise everyone.
We might get high quality later, but medium quality for now. But yeah, just artist block's a BS thing. Like, I've had artist block for the past 2 weeks, and I'm just now getting back into it.
Yeah.
See, the problem, the one big problem with having artist block though, is if you. Okay, I'm gonna mute Charles for right now. The one major problem with having artist block is that when you run out of ideas and you're just kind of sitting there, don't forget to practice is what I'm trying to get at. Like, even if you have artist block, just try and draw, because if you just sit there and not touch anything without, while you have that artist block and just use artist block as an excuse, your skills are going to deteriorate.
Yeah, like Charles said, or like what I said, look up, sound generator or art prompts if you have trouble trying to figure out something. You'll find something, I guarantee you.
That's the whole reason why challenges like Inktober and the MS Paint challenge exist, to generate stuff and to keep people's skills sharp.
Yeah, that's what challenges are really good for when I'm out of.
Yeah, that's another thing. Good. Some of those draw your squad challenges or.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, some of those draw your squad challenges or go, especially participate in Inktober. You don't even have to do all the days. Just like participate in a couple. Yeah.
Another one I want to suggest is change your medium. I like a little bit just for fun, a little bit. Like for instance, I was going through a bit of artist block, so what I did is I switched from pen and paper to spray paint. And I have a few spray paint cans with me right now, and I just did some of that. I'm still working on some, but just change it up. Try to change up what you do, and maybe once you go back, you'll have some new experiences that you'd like to share onto whatever you usually do. Yeah.
What I would recommend with the changing medium thing, try and take a class too if you can. Like, if there is a possibility that you can take a drawing class or some kind of class for a different medium. Because in my drawing class, most of this year I've had ever since 2017, I've had a lot of artist block. I've had quite a bit of artist block, and I'm just kind of like, confused. But in my drawing class at college, we've been testing other mediums. Like, I've worked with charcoal and now graphite sticks, and recently we've been working with watercolor paint and pastels. And those are mediums I've never used. I mainly do digital, so it's like it's nice to have a different medium to mess with.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's all I got to say. I already finished everything.
Charles, you got anything to say on the matter? No. Of course you do.
Good old Charles. Anyways.
All right, so what's next?
Tips from OGS on how to make a good protagonist.
Don't do the cliche of them like, I'm gonna fight evil, unless like you make it ironic.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like what I'm gonna do is mostly just plays on cliches and either using cliches or messing with cliches. But it's that, like, the whole joke is just messing with cliches or using cliches, and that's pretty much the appeal to what I wanted to make. So my character isn't exactly like that, but he does fit the stereotypical anime protagonist, like dark hair, loves his friends, is super strong, but at the same time his motives and his personality are very contrast. Because like the average anime protagonist is like, oh yeah, I'm so strong, I'm hungry, now I'm lazy. Whoa. Like, Goku, Naruto, they're like kind of goofy, and his civilian gets serious, and they're all hungry all the time.
Luffy, Goku,
yeah,
Naruto.
Luffy, Goku, and even more.
Yeah, but they're the big three for that.
Yeah, they're pretty much the big three. Like, Naruto's mostly for the U.S. since it's not as popular in Japan. Luffy's more for Japan since it's less popular in the U.S. And Dragon Ball is just a universal
Dragon Ball's just a universal. Universal. One thing I'd have to say
Universal
is
Japan.
Yeah. See, I'd say stray away from the cliches unless you're making it ironic.
Yeah, unless you know how to
play on it, make some satire out of it.
Yeah, unless you know how to handle a cliche, I suggest you just stay away from it. Otherwise, it's gonna be looked off pretty weird.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a character however you want, their motives or whatever, but personally, I believe that, and we're not saying like, this is what you're supposed to do, because none of us are professionals yet, but we're just saying these are just some things we suggest, just on our personal opinion. You know, don't make a hero be the good guy for the sake of being the good guy. Like, give them a reason to be the good guy.
Give them a reason, pretty much.
Like,
yeah. Or, oh, sorry, keep going.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, or if you find a nice middle ground, what you do is you can make it a cliche and not cliche at the same time. For instance, my thing was like, okay, furry adorable animals, oh, pretty great. Give them a gun. That's already a cliche. But at the same time, it was a joke because at one point that wasn't a cliche. Furry animals meant, it's just cute and adorable. And then you give it a gun, it's like, now it's mad, now it's angry. But you already see that's already cliche now. With
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that too. But at the same time, what I'm trying to do is that, like, okay, it has personality. It's not angry all the time. Like a normal person, it's not going to be angry all the time. Clearly. So if you find a nice even, like, if what you know how to handle a cliche, if you find a nice even ground, also really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I'd recommend is, you know, what am I trying to say? And trying to, you know, don't give them too tragic of a backstory, because that's one thing I keep seeing shows do, is it always gives them, like, a tragic backstory all the time, and it's like, depending on how you roll it, you know, it could be a tragic backstory, but just, I don't know, me personally, that, like, I want to see one character be good, not because of a tragic backstory, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
want their current story to be tragic, but their past to actually be, like, somewhat normal.
Yeah, I've got something on that, actually. My character, Ray, what happens is that he has a guardian, you know, he has a protector, but he's grown up with he grew up, you know, with I'm freaking out. All right. What I was trying to say was, yeah, but like, Ray, the character, like, he has a parental guardian, so like he's like grown up with that one, but he didn't have parents. But he's like fine, because if you grow up without parents, you're not gonna be like constantly like, oh, geez, I have no parents. That makes me sad. Well, I mean, you can be, but like my idea is like he's grown up without parents. He's used to not having parents. He does have a guardian, which is like his parental figure. You know, pretty all right. Eventually, he'll go and find them just for the hell of and then that'll be a plot on its own as it unwinds into something much greater regarding character. But overall,
Right,
he doesn't have parents. He has a.
Sorry about that. I muted my mic. I was talking to somebody.
All right, yeah, but it's like I was saying, like he doesn't have parents, but like he already has a guardian, so he's not like super messed up. He's lived without parents. He's grown up without parents. He'll be fine. So it's more like a tragic backstory in the sense that he doesn't have parents, but not so tragic in the sense that he's fine. He's grown up without them, and he's ended up running pretty all right.
That sounds like Aladdin.
Oh crap! Oh no! Dang it! That's what we're talking about. Like, oh geez, look, I had this idea, but
it's not 100% original.
Like something else. Yeah,
you can always find comparisons in everything, because once again, there's no such thing as a 100% original idea, unfortunately.
Except Aladdin's dad is cool. Ray's dad's not cool. That was the spin. I'm tired of having like the mothers be like the angelic people. Nah, Ray's parents are both like kind of jerks, but in that charming sort of way.
I like it when I see like it's usually the mother was the good one, the father was the bad. Like, I want to see one where it's flipped. Like, the mother is the just horrible one, and then the father is actually the cool guy.
No, I kind of make them both like, okay, well, one of them's like the mother, Ray's mother's like a rebel from, you know, her race. You know, she's seen as an outcast, and Ray's dad's an anthropologist who's kind of infamous for like a scandal that happened a while ago.
Maybe next week we should just talk about our series.
That would be pretty cool. I'm already writing that down, actually. Hold up, so I don't forget. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say.
Yeah. All right, what's next on the list?
All right, hold on. Let me just write this down real quick. Series is all right.
Oh, and before we continue, I'd like to just to anyone who's actually watching, if you guys have any suggestions for what we should talk about on these podcasts, please let us know, because suggestions are always nice.
Yeah, they always make me happy and also save me time.
Because E-Man's usually the only one coming up with these.
Yeah, except for last time. Last time, I think it was Tom for Gu who had a suggestion that was really helpful.
Yeah.
But anyways, next topic. Tips from OGS how to make a good antagonist. Ooh.
Don't make
I forgot something. About the protagonist. The protagonist does not need to be the good guy. The protagonist needs to be the main character, not the good guy. You don't confuse the two. I forgot to say that. Don't think that just because he's the protagonist, he has to be
the protagonist the protagonist is the head, the main character of the story, and the antagonist is basically their polar opposite, their enemy.
Yeah, their opposer. So, for example, a really good one is Walter White, who's a terrible person. He's a protagonist of Breaking Bad, while I'm pretty sure a police officer who's usually a good person is now the antagonist. So it's a little flip,
Yeah, and they don't it doesn't even have to be good versus evil. It could be an evil guy versus just Despicable Me.
Spy versus Spy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Despicable Me. You have Gru. I only say that because I was watching it this morning. But you have Gru, who's a supervillain, and then you have Vector, who's just kind of a piece of shit supervillain. He's a piece of shit and the worst person. But,
are you ready for Despicable Me 3?
No, stop! I don't want to see any more minions. I'm done.
I actually plan on seeing it just because.
But I'm not gonna get on that subject.
Yeah, we'll talk about that maybe next time.
Okay, but onto the antagonist. Like we said about that, because I was for both sides, but do not make them evil for the sake of, I'm evil. Once again, give them a reason.
Evil.
But unless they were a creature created to be evil, like Aku.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Well, I think what we're trying to say is Aku is evil for evil, but at the same time he's got a personality already. Yeah. He's really charismatic when you get him in the good scenes.
Especially in one of the last fights of the original series when it was Jack versus Aku, and Aku turned into that sumo wrestler form.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Character. Make them fun. I mean, my suggestion is just make them not fun as in they are fun, fun people, but make them fun to watch. Make it that you're rooting for the villain at the same time you're rooting for the hero.
Or you make it so you really make it so that you really hate them.
It's either pretty much.
It's make it so that they're funny. My best example for this is Hades from Hercules.
Oh yeah.
He's a fun and charismatic character that he's the king of sass, but at the same time, he's a piece of shit that you want to see lose.
Yeah. I mean, my example for villain you want to see win is Slade, because when I watched Teen Titans as a kid, every time I watched Slade, I was like, oh, jeez, I hope Robin wins. But at the same time, I was like, if Slade wins, I'd be a lot more happy.
Yeah. Like Wile E. Coyote. I've always wanted to see Wile E. Coyote actually
win. Oh, yeah,
win.
that too, because Wile E. Coyote is, in fact, the villain. But at the same time, watching him win would be so satisfactory. Although I feel like
what, Charles?
I don't speak croissant.
I don't speak croissant.
Oh, c'est important.
See,
I'm hungry for French bread.
The thing about villains, though, is you don't have to make them talk. They don't have to speak.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, that's for characters in general.
Yeah, they don't have to speak. A voice is not necessary.
Yeah, in Spy versus Spy, you've already got these two characters with each other just by their imagery. One of them has black clothing, one has white clothing. They both try and kill each other, but they don't say a word. They just do, and it's usually kind of interesting how that ends up. I
Tom and Jerry.
Oh, Tom and Jerry too. Except Tom and Jerry did in fact say something at one point.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for the most part, they never spoke.
Oh, I mean, unless you count that movie.
Yeah, that doesn't count. We don't count that.
We should do a live review.
Oh my god. But it's just never. They don't have to speak, and the villain does not have to be the bad guy for the sake of being the bad guy.
Yeah, but also at the same time. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna quickly say, I love it when movies show one bad guy and then a good guy and his sidekick, and then it turns out the entire movie that the sidekick was actually the bad guy. That's a cliche, but that's a cliche I personally love.
Oh yeah,
where one of the heroes was actually a villain.
One of my favorite cliches is the Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's always like the sort of fun side thing, and that goes for like filler in general, but not like a lot of filler. But for instance, Dragon Ball Z's filler is perfect. It's like all these badass characters. I gotta make this. I'm not gonna say anymore. I want to make that a topic for next time.
Yeah, we'll make that a topic for next week. Talking about
because it's really. But yeah, the point is, you don't have to. I was gonna say you don't have to make an antagonist the funny guy if the whole thing's that they're serious. As long as they're a good sort of serious, you know.
Yeah, like not like a. They can, and
I'm going to destroy the world.
Yeah, don't make them like overly moody, like or brooding. That's like
unless the joke is that they are over.
Yeah, or like, or once again, there's a reason for that. Like when you got the character, when you got the villain that was like pushed away from society and nobody ever wanted to like, you know, be anywhere around them. Then that would make sense why they're dark and brooding or whatever. But like, and that's why Shadow the Hedgehog pisses me off so much. Like even with Vegeta, it actually makes sense because most of the time he's adapting to being on the same level as everybody because he was, you know, raised as royalty, and once again, he was raised as royalty, so you know, as far as he can see, everybody else is beneath him.
Yeah, but I mean, also even Vegeta's changing. Like now, like in Dragon Ball Super, he actually, you know, first of all, I have a strong belief that Goku is not even close to the main character of Dragon Ball Z. That's all Vegeta, because Vegeta's the only one who actually changes in the end of the whole series. He even has like a big
character changing arc.
Yeah, he has a big part in like the Buu saga. Yeah. I just feel like that. Yeah, I just feel like that's like a Vegeta's, if anything, is the main character of the Dragon Ball Z and even Dragon Ball Super series. Goku's just like the kind of guy when it's like Goku is a living embodiment of plot armor at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we need someone strong to beat him, but Vegeta can't do it. Come on out, Goku. Goku comes out, does his thing, and he wins. Hooray!
Have you even noticed how in a lot of the movies they use Goku as plot armor as well, even though he's dead in some of them?
Oh yeah, like he came back for one of the parts. I'm like, what's going on?
Like, remember when they were fighting Broly the second time, and it was Gohan and Goten versus him, and it's like, oh yeah, let's bring Goku back so we can just. It's just
back, yeah. Ooh, look, it's Goku.
Okay, well, we're not here to rant about Dragon Ball Z. That's a different. Once again, different topic. Wait, what? Say that one more time, Charles.
Caligai.
Oh.
All right. Next topic.
Roman military sandals.
All right. Next topic. Unless anyone has anything else they want to say.
Charles.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. The next topic is art styles you wish to see more of or less of.
I want to see more of the Astro Boy art style.
Oh, dude, I love the Astro Boy art style.
Astro Boy or Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Fun fact, did you know that the Astro Boy art style was actually inspired by the early Donald Duck and Scrooge McDuck cartoons?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's animation facts. I have to study this kind of stuff. I have an animation history class.
There's a thing called an animation history class?
Yep. It's in my college, it's animation history. It's mainly on American animation. But my teacher is like he likes all animation styles, so he likes to talk about all of them a lot.
That sounds like the best class in the world.
You don't get to really animate anything, unfortunately, but it is a lot of fun.
I'm okay.
It's basically like film study, so it's very easy.
I'm crying tears of joy. That sounds beautiful. I know what I'm gonna do now.
Oh my god.
All right, but yeah, that's a good point. I want to see more. Let's see. I want to see less of the whole thin line, cutesy sort of look that Adventure Time kind of started originally. I see, like, it's still going on with like stuff like Ben 10, all the reboots. Honestly, have all just that cutesy thin line.
They're going for the chibi art style.
Yeah, it just kind of bothers me a lot. But like, What I want to see more of is multimedia work.
Like
Multimedia work,
Gumball.
yeah, Gumball.
Dude, Amazing
Gumball's-
World of Gumball is an animator's wet dream.
Pretty much, just like there's so many different things going on. It's just so fun to just look at. And the same goes for like Wander Over Yonder, Craig McCracken's work.
Yep.
Craig McCracken also right there with Andy Kotarski on like the high pilaster animation.
Yeah.
It's just so fun to watch Wander Over Yonder just because there's so many colors, so many different styles going on.
I want to see less of the you know the generic anime look that a lot of really low end anime are going for nowadays.
Yeah, I kind of want to see less of that.
I want to see more of the Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann art and animation style.
I still have to finish Gurren Lagann.
Oh, I want to see more of that art style. It's so good.
Well, I mean, a lot of the robots action scenes, I'm pretty sure were animated and hand drawn. So there we go.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I want to see more of a One Piece style when it's less anime and more just cartoony in general.
Part of me wants to see less Flash animation. Like,
yeah,
I have no
I
problem
like
with Flash animation, but there's so much of it. It's just kind of like, come on, can we go back to hand-drawn? And then again, companies probably don't have enough money to pay people to sit there and draw each frame because it's
okay, but if they're gonna do Flash animation, at least make it look good.
Yeah, because a lot of shows do it really horribly, like Johnny Test, for example.
Yeah, I was gonna say Johnny Test and the recent Fairly Odd Parents, because they switched to that after the budget went downhill.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you add 3 characters in 3 seasons. They have a Donald Trump joke. They made a Donald Trump joke.
Good.
Even like Poof was wearing the Donald Trump hair and he did the lips thing and he was wearing a tie and it hurt me a bit. I died a little bit inside.
Why? Because they're making political jokes?
No, because they stoop so low to make something that's popular.
Yeah, so that
Fairly Odd Parents never did that.
They were never the ones to do that.
No, like even when they had like their trilogy thing, they would reference like old movies that I'm pretty sure kids at the time wouldn't get. It was more for like the older kids.
They referenced Jurassic Park and all that.
Yeah, there was Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I didn't watch Lord of the Rings until I was like 14, so I got that reference. I didn't get that reference at the time. I got that like 2 years afterwards. I was like, oh wait, that's what that's from.
No, dude, fucking all those movies, just good movies. It is a little saddening to see that, you know, people just they stooped so low to try and keep that show running, and that's what they're doing with SpongeBob. It's just like SpongeBob's finally ending, thank God, actually, but it should have ended long ago.
Hold up, it is?
Yeah, they actually announced that the last season is coming out here soon.
Oh, unless they're thank God.
But it's just like, oh my God, it's annoying to keep seeing SpongeBob, even though it's just like go away, SpongeBob. You died a long time ago.
No, the original creators, one of the original directors is coming back, so I guess he's coming back for the last season.
Well, the first movie was supposed to be the last thing that SpongeBob was in.
I would have been okay with that.
I would have been too.
What was that movie? 2009?
2009.
Okay, I was about to say, like, there are a few episodes of 2010 SpongeBob that are actually kind of fun.
They're kind of fun, but I feel like it's just kind of too much.
I mean, yeah, nowadays, not so great. So I guess the director's coming back for one last season. I gotta tell my friends this. It's probably gonna be, I don't know, it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, it is.
Because at the same time, it's like, okay, SpongeBob's done. I don't need to see any more of this crap. But at the same time, it's like, oh, jeez, Nickelodeon's never gonna do anything else ever again.
Never anything good. Like, they got rid of Jimmy Neutron. The original Fairly Odd Parents is gone.
Hold up. We do have the Loud House, which is pretty decent.
Oh, the Loud House is good. The Loud House is good, but that's about it.
I think it's all right. I mean, I wouldn't invest too much time. Then again, I only did see a few episodes. If I watch more of it, I'd probably be a lot more interested.
You know what I find funny about Nickelodeon right now?
What's up?
It was originally a network, much like Cartoon Network, devoted to animated shows. Like Rocko's Modern Life, SpongeBob originally, let's see, Three Cats, I don't even remember, there was a monster show in there, I remember. It's like that,
Monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that studio was devoted to that. Now they are doing, literally, they have, 3 animated shows.
Yeah.
3 animated show, and the rest of them are just shitty, shitty sitcoms.
Or CGI stuff. Like, Alvin and the Chipmunks and TMNT. Well, then again,
TMNT isn't actually as bad as everyone says it is.
TMNT was actually pretty good. I saw the first season, and they had a pretty decent plot.
Yeah, but Alvin and the Chipmunks can go burn.
Oh no, yeah, they can go die. They can go burn hell. The animation it's scary, dude. Just look at it. It's
scary.
Terrifying.
It's like nobody likes the Chipmunks. Nobody even liked the damn Chipmunks movies. The Alvin and the Chipmunks road trip movie, they had to bank off Star Wars to try and get anybody to watch it.
Do you realize how desperate you have to be to put the joke Pizza Toots in your ad? That you have to be so proud of that joke. That joke has to be one of your best. For just to think that you can attract people with that joke. You have to be so desperate to like claw at the grass and like scoop up all the dirt and build your house.
Okay. Well, let's not talk about the industry right now. We were talking about art styles and all that. We got way off track there.
Let me scream at the mic, Garrett.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
That's a nice scream.
That's my Chance the Rapper impression. Anyways.
Oh, damn. What's next on the list?
Oh, hold up. I feel like there's still mileage with this one.
What, the art styles?
More of. Yeah.
Do you remember that show El Tigre?
Oh, yeah.
That's where Stars and the Forces of Evil is what it reminds me of. And I wanted to... And I was so happy when I seen that.
Yeah. I was happy when I saw Book of Life, because Book of Life is made by the same guy, and it was like, I was like,
yeah.
It just makes me so happy.
It's so beautiful.
It's so happy. It's so colorful and beautiful. There's so many, and not only that, but I like there is, okay, I want to mention this. There is a show, the idea is similar to El Tigre coming out. I forgot the name. It's about two Spanish kids. But this art style is like, well, I said earlier, thin lines, kind of cutesy. And that kind of, I feel. But anyways, industries later. I want to see more thick lines.
Yeah.
Wander Over Yonder did that. El Tigre did that.
But it's because like everybody thinks, like that's the kind of art style I try to achieve, because I don't like trying to make those thin lines and make everything look perfect. But
yeah,
see,
I don't like.
You've seen No Game No Life?
Oh yeah.
That show has a great art style.
Yeah.
That show has a great art style. I will give.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing I posted today in the group chat, it's mostly thick lines if you look at it.
Yep. All my artwork is thick lines.
It's mostly thick lines, and also inspired by a little nice healthy mix of witch doctors and Michael Jackson. But aside from that, I'm trying to say, yes, I combine both those. I was like, let's get Michael Jackson and witch doctors, and we make them together, and there we go. But no, the point is that, like, yeah, thick lines are, unless you can do thin lines really well. My only reference for that is I feel like Adventure Time, since they're the originators of thin lines. And plus their character designs are really fun, really random. What is that noise in the background? Is someone like clearing their sinuses or something? Sounds like the opening of the drum opening to Fox 20, like.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but yeah, just more thick lines. Either that or like. I know this is off topic. I'll probably bring this up next podcast, but fun-looking characters is also
like that's why I like Adventure Time, because their characters aren't trying to be like. That's what I like about Steven Universe. All the characters look so different.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. They're all very different, very, very different, like size, shape, personality, way they talk, way they move.
I love the fact that Steven was a pudgy character that wasn't like made to be stupid. Yeah, I like that too. I want to say, I don't know if it's Ed and Eddie on this one, because everything's so different about the three Eds. Even the fact that the way they walk was purposely designed to be different. Every character had a different walk cycle.
Yeah, every character has a different walk cycle.
Actually, even the way they blink is actually different.
Yeah.
Double D's is very like fast paced. Eddie's is just like calm and collected, and Ed's is very kind of slow and dopey. One closing before the other closes, and one opening before the other does. And I love that.
This podcast has helped me get with a lot of ideas for next topics, and I'm actually really happy about that. I think I already have 4 down right now, so I'm pretty proud of that.
All right, let's move on to the next subject. I think we've been on this for long enough.
Yeah. But it was a good healthy mix.
Yeah, it was a good healthy mix.
Rather than cartoon/anime/comics getting a live-action version, Mm-hmm. Which live action movies should have a dedicated animation?
Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy immediately comes to mind.
Okay, but we've had a dedicated animation to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait, have we?
It was, the Disney XD version, and it
wasn't
good.
That's right. No, you're right. That one was terrible.
But like, if we get Guardians of the Galaxy and give it, not the generic Marvel cartoon style, but something a lot better, I feel like that'd be pretty good.
All right, let's not talk about that. We're not on the industry right now.
All right.
One thing I say is, have you seen The Kingsman?
Yeah, I've seen Kingsman. Oh,
and
Kingsman.
You know DreamWorks' 2D animation style with their kind of really cartoony looking characters, like blocky chins and all that. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like Sinbad, El Dorado, and all that. I want DreamWorks to do an animated version of The Kingsman.
Okay, but like if you want to do really I feel like I get that because Kingsman's probably like a lot more serious. But if we're gonna get a more cartoony, I really want to see. Okay, going back to Gennady. Gennady's work in DreamWorks is some of the best thing I've seen. Like Hotel Transylvania, everything moves so nice. Everything flows very nicely in Hotel Transylvania, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, specifically the second one, because even though it wasn't as popular, it was everything.
Did you know they're getting a cartoon on Cartoon Network?
Except that one looks like crap.
It does look like crap.
Also,
it's the same little back to the art style thing real quick on that. It's the same stupid little chibi looking art style that we're seeing right now with Teen Titans Go. It's just
also, Well, okay, but I have to credit Teen Titans Go on making every other character except the Titans look good because all the redesigns are. Teen Titans Go's art style isn't terrible aside from the Titans because for some reason I just can't stand looking at them. They make me want to just die. But anyways, going back to that, I think I want to see. Back when they had like movies for cartoons like RoboCop and Rambo and stuff like that,
or like Ace Ventura because they had a little cartoon series
Ace
for
Ventura.
that too.
Well, I was gonna say I really want to see John K. Even though he's a terrible person, I want to see him try to do an Ace Ventura movie. Yeah, I mean Ace Ventura series, just because he'd like even if it's like a short. I feel like because they try to do like the silly move around stuff that doesn't work well for the unskilled animator. But for John K., even though he's not good at deadlines, I feel like he'd probably do a lot better in that fact. If anything else, I'd like to see what's a live action movie I like.
Could you imagine Hayao Miyazaki making a Hunger Games movie?
Oh, dude, that actually be pretty lit.
Studio Ghibli Hunger Games. Oh god, that'd be kind of awesome.
I saw this post related to Studio Ghibli. It said Nintendo should make a Studio Ghibli game, and Studio Ghibli should make Legend of Zelda movie.
Ooh, dude! Right now with Breath of the Wild, I want them to make a Champions of Hyrule anime because all the champions they have, and then Link himself and Zelda. God, it could be an anime. It could be done easy. The story is there.
It could be done really well. I mean, you've got all the all the cartoony characters, their own personalities and stuff, and then the Moblins who are like genuinely. I feel like the Moblins are like a less annoying person in the fact that they're like kind of adorable, but at the same time really stupid and threatening.
Yeah.
And also, I love them so much, especially when like the big Moblin goes to Bokoblin. That's always my favorite part.
But we're not here to talk about Zelda.
Yeah, we're not here about Zelda. One day. I'll be on the
podcast. E-Man, I should just invite you to be a part of the Zelda podcast that I do on my own channel, but we'll talk about that later. I'd love to be.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, yeah.
Okay. And then okay. Wait, what are we on right now? Movies.
We're still on movies that you want dedicated animation for. So like live action movies are your favorites. I kind of want Gennady. Okay, get back to Gennady, but like I feel like Gennady would work well with the Lord of the Rings cartoon.
Yeah.
Because I like instantly in my head I can imagine a pointy-nosed Legolas.
I'm like having a hard time thinking of a live-action movie that I really like.
I just really like a stumpy looking it's just like I just imagine like the dwarves and everything. Like the world's so creative and so colorful. I feel like Gennady can really, or even Craig McCracken or any other, even Pendleton Ward or Rebecca Sugar or any of them. Heck, I'd watch a J.G. Quintel Lord of the Rings, but because I feel like he'd probably do good. Or like I just want to see like an animator like dig deep into a show with like lots of lore. Because last time we got Gennady